Hey everyone, today we're going to make Japanese style curry, and what you need is going to be, I bought a chuck, boneless chuck, any choice of, this Japanese curry stock mix, your regular spices, onion powder, black pepper, garlic powder, salt, chicken bouillon, onion, brown onion, one carrot, one potato. And yeah, you could do it without meat. I'm gonna put meat, or you could do it, like in a katsu curry, or or make it with ground beef or stuff, or whatever ground meat. And yeah. Okay, so first we're gonna make our rice. I did about a cup, and we're gonna wash it. We just mix it a couple times. Pour the water out. And then just repeat until like the water is a little translucent. I'm using Japanese rice, the nishiki. I'm gonna do it one more time. Okay, now we're gonna level the rice down. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard doing. I'm gonna add a little more water. See, I do mine like this is my middle finger. People usually put it right here. I do it slightly below right here, right there. But I added too much water, I think. Oh, I'm pour a little bit out. A little more. That should be done. Alright. Now we're gonna cook it. Okay, we're gonna cook the rice. This is I don't know, I forgot what the name is, but we're gonna put it on quick cook. Alright. And then start. And that should be done like, I don't know, 30 minutes. Quick cook. Or you could do it on the stove too, but I don't know. Let me just use this. Okay, so I'm gonna peel these. Okay, I got them peeled. I'm gonna cut them up about inch, not this big, inch. Potatoes, I'm gonna cut them up into eighths. onion, I'm going to dice it up. Get rid of the top part. Dice it up. See, like little. A little more. This big's okay. Doesn't have to be even. And now I'm gonna wait for the meat to defrost, and then I'm gonna cut that up. Okay, meat's defrosted. And then I'm gonna dry it, pat it down, paper towel, to make sure no moisture and everything. I'm gonna do it a second time once I cut it up. Okay, so I'm going to cut it into cubes, like around that big. About that big. Okay, I'm gonna pat down the meat one more time. I put it with the onions, but you don't have to. I think it was a mistake. I was being kind of lazy since I didn't want to wash the dishes, but I'm gonna be browning these. I hope the onions doesn't super stick to it and then it'll burn. but we'll find out. Okay. Okay, now we're gonna season the meat. I'm gonna put pepper, salt first. 3, 4, 5. Oh wait. I wasn't supposed to add. I didn't want to add salt or whatever. Okay. 2 tablespoons of garlic. Same with the onion powder. Since I put some salt already, I'm gonna just put 1 tablespoon of chicken bouillon. And then I'm going to that was like 3 or 4 5 cranks of pepper, black pepper. And then I'm gonna add about a cap, so like a tablespoon of vegetable oil. And I'm gonna mix it all together. Make sure that each piece is coated. Spread it closer. Make sure each piece is coated. I really hope I didn't mess up by putting onions right now. Also the salt. Okay. Now we're gonna start browning this. Okay, I'm gonna turn this on. Turn it on medium high. And let it warm up. Okay. Pan's heated up almost. So I'm gonna put some oil in there. About 1 tablespoon or 2. Okay. Spread that around. We got a medium high heat, 7. I'm going to try to get all the onions off. Before I mix it. So browning is just doing the outside. So it won't take too long for it to do it. I'm gonna put it in there. Flip it around quick. It really doesn't take long, like 10, 30 seconds. See, basically done. That did a little more. I'm gonna lower it down one notch. Make sure your windows are open because of the smoke. I turned it up. After I'm done browning all the meat, I'm gonna rinse the pot off real quick to get all that burnt off. But since I'm gonna be boiling this for a while, I don't want because because I'm gonna be boiling it for a while. That's why I'm going to take it off. Okay. Last couple pieces. You can see it's very smoky right now. And it smells really burnt. Also, I'm gonna wash this ladle because, I've been touching the meat with my hands and everything. So you don't want to fully cross-contaminate. Like, even though beef is okay to eat raw, I wouldn't want to risk it. Turn it around, get all the sides. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. Okay, rinse this off. Heating it up. I'm gonna put a little bit of oil, and then I'm gonna put onions and the beef in there. I'm gonna add some water. Cap full. Spread it around. Okay, I put it to medium heat right now, but we'll put it. Well, we'll just keep it out there for now. Onions. I'm gonna turn it to. Oh wait, I'm gonna keep it at. Actually, I'm gonna turn it higher because I want to bring the water to a boil. So I'm gonna fill this with water. So I'm gonna bring this up to a boil. Is that enough water? I'm gonna add a little bit more water. I'm not gonna add anything to it because the curry's gonna be like salty already. So I'm gonna bring this up to a boil, and then we're gonna let it cook for 30 minutes. We're gonna lower the heat to about 5 or 3, low heat, and let it cook for 30 minutes. So I'll be back. Important step I forgot to mention was I'm gonna take out all the gunk once it starts boiling. See all this like foam stuff? So once it starts boiling, a bunch of this stuff is gonna come up. Take all that out. This stuff, the foamy stuff. You can see I took a lot of the liquid out. I'm gonna add a tiny bit more water just to cover it back up. Gets gunk out. And just as much as you can. You don't have to get it all out. I don't know how exactly it affects the taste, but I'm going to wait for it to get back to a boil, and then I'm going to lower it and lower the heat. Okay, now I'm going to lower it to, I'm going to lower it to 3 and let it cook for 30 minutes. But in 5 minutes, I'm going to add the carrots. Actually, I'm going to bring it up to 5, and then I'm going to add the carrots now. There's like 13 minutes left, so I'm gonna add the potatoes. Just try to push it all. Make sure they're covered. I might have to do it for more. I'm gonna let the timer go out. Actually, I'm gonna take out 13 minutes. No. I'll take out the meat in a couple of minutes, so like 5 minutes. I'll tell you. Okay, 5 minutes is left. Potatoes ain't cooked. Carrots ain't cooked. I'm gonna take out the meat and just let this boil for another 7 minutes after the 5 minutes, so 12 minutes total. I'm gonna take out the meat though, because I don't want it to get overcooked. The rice has been done, but it's a little wet. I mean, at least it's not dry. I don't like dry rice. But if you want it like just right, just add a little less water. You can tell when the potatoes and carrots are like, well, at least the way I like it like soft, so you should be able to just like press into it and it'll like fall apart, which these are not ready. It's almost ready, so but some are still raw. Alright, I'll be back. Okay, they're done. I'm gonna turn off the heat. Or just put it on low. Just lowest. I got this brand, golden curry. It says the same right there. Golden curry. I was gonna get extra hot, but I should have probably got extra hot. Because knowing this is probably isn't spicy. You put one stock. Mix it around. Mixing until it dissolves. And just like smells like curry. Sticking it up. I'm gonna add the meat back in. Mix it up. Put it on 3, let it cook for about, or just heat up for 2 more minutes. And it should be ready. 3 or 4 minutes passed. If you want like the meat to taste like curry too, I would probably put more water, a little more water, and then just let it sit for another 30 minutes, simmer on low, 30, or when you're cooking the meat, put some curry in it, or just curry flavor, but I'm gonna just leave it because I'm hungry. But okay, I'm gonna start plating. Got my rice. Here we go. Alright, it's been like 20 minutes since I had to clean up. Yeah, so down. Sorry. But yeah. So I would recommend cooking the potatoes probably on the side. You're probably putting like the curry. If you want like the curry flavor in the meat, then you probably want to put the curry earlier, or just put like a tiny piece of the brick so it like gets into the meat while it's boiling. But the meat's soft. Everything's very sweet. Potatoes. I should probably buy a different potato next time. You see, it's like kind of grainy. That's from the potatoes, you see. But it doesn't taste bad. It's not spicy. I know I should have got the extra hot one. I actually don't like Japanese curry a lot because I used to eat it a lot when I was a kid with ground beef, but I ate it like too much and I got sick of it and the smell would give me a headache. But once in a while, like I'll eat it, like I'll order like katsu curry, you know, just to get that flavor. And just right now, like right now. But yeah, that's how you make, you know, Japanese style curry, I guess. Alright.